Man, what up? This big triple crown business. Let's get it, homie.
Yo, Royal Crown Spotlight in the building, man. Going live. We got one of our top designers out of here. Introduce yourself to the people who don't know you.
Man, this G. People from back home call me Jika. You know what I'm saying? From Natchitoches, live in Texas right now. We got the clothing brand going. And also got a podcast, the RichDreamzz Show. You can tap in with us on YouTube at RichDreamzz TV. That's 2 Z's at the end of Dream. Subscribe to us, follow us, all that, man.
All right,
what's up, T?
Hey, man, look, this is crazy, man. This family here, man.
Right.
We grew up together.
Rosebud
like,
Street.
Facts. They don't know about that. Man, like coming up. Did you see this coming?
No, man. I always wanted to do something positive. I always wanted to make something of myself. But when you growing up, everybody typical. I want to play ball. Then I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. Anything that's making money. You get what I'm saying? But I never really gave I'm gonna be honest with you. I never really gave my future and what I really wanted to do serious thought until I probably was about 25.
Okay.
And this is after like college and I had tried college by then and that didn't work. And that's when I really sat down and really gave my future serious thought about 25.
Yeah. So, how old were you when you started cutting? Because you started cutting hair first.
Yeah. So I was cutting myself. I probably started cutting myself around 20, just let even all over, line up. I started cutting other people when I moved to Frog Pond, which I was in school. I was a dorm room barber, you know what I'm saying? Probably about 23, 24. That's when I started cutting other people.
So the clothing and the haircut came around the same time?
The clothing, I guess you could say that. I started cutting first before I even thought about wanting to do a clothing brand. And it was a clothing, we always been into dressing fly. You get what I'm saying?
You did spend all your money every time we went to
all
the
mall.
mall.
The refund check, the whole thing. It was gone. If I got that refund check, maybe early September, by October it was gone. Late October it's done. It's done. It's gone. But yeah, man. So I started cutting hair first, but it was in the midst of me debating on what I wanted to do.
Right.
Like having a clothing brand was like something that was like far out there.
Right.
Like I could see going to barber school, you know what I'm saying, getting my license, getting in the shop. I could see that at the time, but having a clothing brand, man, I never really thought. It was just like, man, that's something I would like to do that. But once I got in position to, I launched it. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the first step you took? Like, how did your first piece of clothing, your first thing to your clothing line even happen? What was the first piece you dropped?
So that's funny you say that because I did a trial run. I had some hats, like dad hats. This is back, I think dad hats, they still doing that shit, but this is like when they was hotter than the truckers.
Yeah.
This is like pandemic time when about 2020, like they was hot. Like they was hotter than the truckers, like I say. And I ordered maybe like 24 of them. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do a trial run. You know what I'm saying? I might have paid like $280 for 24 hats with one logo. And I was like, I'll sell them to a couple people I know, my clients. Now I'm in the shop, I'm in Texas at this time.
Right.
So I'm selling it to a few of them and I'm like showing them like, yeah, man, how you selling them? How much you selling them for? Okay, cool. And I ran through them, man, just selling them to my clients. So that's what gave me the confidence to be like, okay, I can do this shit. Like if I really promote it, put money behind it, my partner, my boy Rod, he's a partner with me on the brand, get help, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can really make this something.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So before you moved to Dallas, you ended up moving to Shreveport, didn't you?
I did. I was in Shreveport maybe almost 3 years.
See, when you went there, I thought you was still in Shreveport. So how did the transition happen from Natchitoches to Shreveport to Dallas? And what's the pros and cons to each one?
Okay. So from Natchitoches to Shreveport, Man, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, T. Shit, I was on my ass. I'm 27. Me and my homie, we had an apartment together. He ended up getting a promotion, moving to Shreveport, right? So I'm 27. I think I had just lost my job at Family Dollar at that point. Man, we worked a lot of them out here, man. They know us, but I ended up losing that job and had to go back to mom's at the time. So at that point, you know, it's really like when they say, when you had enough, you had enough. You know what I'm saying? Like you sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not even looking for jobs in Natchitoches anymore. I'm looking the nearest places where I know I can go to a barber school. I can attend a barber school. So I was looking at Alex Shreveport. Just so happened, got a job offer in Shreveport. My boy, he was already there. It took pride. It took me setting my pride and ego aside to be like, yo, bro, can I come sleep on the couch? Get what I'm saying?
Facts.
It took me setting that aside.
Our pride to hold us back in life, though. Our pride to hold us back.
I'm telling you.
And I don't think it's just because of us being prideful. It's because within our communities, we've seen what happens when somebody does ask for help. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll talk about you and don't help you, or some people help you and still talk about you. So it's like, man, you really just struggle in silence before you try for that help.
And that's crazy. Like that's trauma. That's really trauma of the black community, bro. Because it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. A motherfucker need help, and it's people that need help but won't even go to their own family. They'll go to a stranger before they go to their own family or close friends that they knew their whole life. You get what I'm saying?
They know what comes with it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, I have a clothing brand. You have a clothing brand. I see it all the time. It's like, man, you can go to people who know you, been knowing you, and look, it's X amount of dollars. I want 40 for this sweater. Man, I don't have it. You die the day or the more, they'll pay $40 for a t-shirt with your face on it. Like, that's what gets me. Like, man, you won't support me while I'm here. You support me when I can't.
And that's how we do.
You can't support me when I'm gone.
You can't. You supposed to give me my flowers while I'm here, man. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, but shout out to my boy, man. Like, he is solid with my boy Ride, man. He didn't come up with us back in the hood, back in Highland Park. But as you know, you meet people along later in life that you become friends and close with. That's just like a day one. He one of them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Rock gotta come down for the best
sure.
or something,
man. He from here too. He just a few years younger than me, so. Okay. But yeah, man, for sure, he from here. So we definitely, when you out there, we'll link and do something for sure. But yeah, back to Shreveport. I get out there. I'm totally focused. I was smoking weed heavy before. I stopped smoking weed, and I just got locked in. I think this was the first time in my life, looking back on it, I think I was like truly locked in on what I wanted to accomplish. Right. And I was doing my thing out there. Got in barber school. Of course, had some ups and downs, but one thing I did was keep the main thing, getting them licensed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was the key. And got my license, did a year out there. And once I moved to Texas, I'm thinking, man, I'm going to move out there February.
Rich, my boy,
Look, I moved, now check it out. I said, I'm going to move out there February. I have the whole summer to build, you know what I'm saying? And no, I have a few months before summer to build because it was a theory that the slow period is summer because kids not getting as many cuts. But that was my game plan. I moved out there end of February 2020. 3 weeks later, the pandemic shut down everything. Ooh. 3 weeks later, man. So I'm just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? At that point, I'm just like, damn. I never thought about moving back home though. Never, not once.
That's a plus.
Never, not once. But I was just, I had to adopt an attitude. Like once I get back in the shop, man, it's up, man.
All or nothing.
It's up, man. And also, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's the first time that I got to really sit and like read the passing of my mom. You know what I'm saying? Because when she died, it was like she died. I think it might have been like a early Tuesday morning or Monday morning, one of the two, March 12th. And I came down here for a few hours, and then I was right back barber school the next day. So I never stopped. I kept going. You get what I'm saying?
So your mom page, you was already in Dallas?
No.
So
I was in Shreveport. 2 weeks before I finished my hours to go to board to get my license, she passed.
Damn.
Yep. So I just kept going, man. But that time kind of helped me to cope and kind of like, you know, just it was a time that I needed that. Sit still. You know what I'm saying? Just cry sometimes. Yeah. Just cry, man. Let it out. You get what I'm saying? But it helped me. But once everything opened back up, man, it was rolling, man.
It's good to see us where we are, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like our day one clique, man. Pretty much almost all of us and lost a parent. You know what I'm saying?
For
and it's
sure.
like, well, I don't know if we even realized like what we had until now, and like, man, we really had that community.
Yeah,
really had that love. We down the street to each other's houses. Like, man, all this now, the killing, the shooting is different.
Man,
it's different.
It is, and it's so crazy, man. I hear, you know, I'm in Texas, but I hear all the time back here, which is home. It's just like it's a shooting almost every night. I'm like, God damn, bro, like it wasn't like that.
No, we could go in any neighborhood.
We
was
like
rollerblading all across town, riding bikes, man.
It was not going hooping it was not like that.
They can't do that. They can't even hoop in each other's neighborhood.
Man,
I tell them all the time, like, man, y'all don't have a real childhood.
They don't. They gotta live. They really constantly gotta live in fear now.
Yo,
you gotta live in fear of taking a stray bullet. Like which is crazy.
All right, let's speak of the brand, RichDreamzz. How did you come up with this title, with this name?
With the name. So it's not like I always say, it ain't about the money at all. You know, we want some money. Don't get me wrong, we want some money. but it didn't really derive from there. It was more so so my thing was barbering is my rich dream, right?
Yeah.
It's something that I can do, that I'm passionate about, that feeds me, and I don't look at it like work.
Right.
To me, if you can wake up and you have a career in which, you know, it's something that you're really passionate about, you love doing, it don't feel like work, to me that's a rich dream.
Okay.
That's a rich dream. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, what type of message would you like to give to the youngsters? Because the thing about it is, you know, we live in an era of entrepreneur.
Sure.
And that's a good thing. I love that to see so many young people chasing their dream. So for any young man, young woman out there, or anybody that's want to get into the clothing business, like, what's some advice you would like to give them?
First, I would say it's no right time to get in. All your ducks ain't gonna never be in order. You just gotta jump. You gotta leap. You gotta get out there. Because the thing is, you're not gonna ever have everything figured out.
Right.
Once you get in, you can think you have everything figured out, but once you get in, you still gonna have stuff to figure out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I would say take that leap, man. And also, that's one. And two, I would definitely say always try to get better. Try to make better Make progress, but make better product.
Quality.
You know, quality over quantity. There you go. And always strive to do that, even if it's costing you a little more money. Hey man, at some point you gotta. I stopped right there, which is why I wanted to wait until I was
financially able
to do it how I want to do it, not just. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's okay to start somewhere.
Now it's like everybody. It's kind of hard because with the music, same thing with clothing. It's like it's the cool thing to do now. So a lot of people not in it just because they're passionate about it. It's like, my partner got a clothes now. I'm about to get one too. He getting money. I'm gonna sell some shirts, man. I'm a rap. I don't have to go to school. I don't have to get a job. I'm a rap. Like, it's like that's everybody. It's that microwave era.
That's it. And that's what's going on, just like rap now. That's what's going on with the clothing brand. Everybody has a clothing brand, right? But like I say, the ones that if you choose, because it's gonna start costing
Yeah.
It's gonna start costing you. So at that point, then it's like, okay, well, how much you really fuck with this?
Yeah.
I heard Ice Cube say in an interview, he said, man, starting a brand of any type, you got to be okay with not making a dime off it for 5 years.
Yep.
And still be able to keep going with it.
Yep.
And keep building.
That's real.
When I heard that, I probably was in like year 1, and I needed to hear that at that time, cause shit wasn't where I wanted it to be at the time. That's what a lot of people don't tell you. You ain't gonna always sell out on every drop, especially in the beginning. You're not gonna always sell out. It's gonna be peaks and valleys. You might have a month where you know, have a few sales, but then you might have a month where they low.
Right.
It's ups and downs. That's business. That's entrepreneurship. You get what I'm saying?
Like man, speaking of Cube, I seen I was watching. Let's talk about Carl Kanai, and man, it was just a series of IG clips. Like you can train your timeline and show you what you want to see. And at that time, that's when I was the algorithm. I was relaunching my clothing brand, and I came across that. And man, just hear him talk about it, and I started studying this and that. It's like I think a lot of people are taken away from the art part. Like you gotta study, do your homework. Everything we do in entertainment is art, from the music to the clothes to drawing. Like man, people can tell if you have passion in what you're doing, or if you just stick something.
Put something together.
Yeah.
Put a logo on a shirt.
Yeah. So tell us about what you would say was your best experience or best time with this clothing, and what's been your worst encounter or worst experience?
My best, I ain't gonna lie, man. And this just happened, T. This just happened a few months ago. Mind you, again, I'm in Texas now. I don't have no family out there. So we have a clothing store. We in the mall in Redbird Mall. Also Redbird Mall, Ramir Market store. That's in Dallas, Texas. If any of y'all ever in Dallas, go by there. You want to cop some merch. There's a lot of other dope brands in there as well. I'll hook you up with them and see if you want to get some of your merch in that store.
Most definitely.
And he a good dude too. Okay. Shout out to Aang. But I had now this is a kid that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a kid. I sell a lot off hand, but I didn't sell it to him. The kid had my shirt on first day of school. That was big to me.
Yeah, that's a good
first
look,
day
man.
of school, bro.
Hey, look.
You know what first day of school? Come on, bro.
I took some real planning going into that first day of school.
First day of school, I was like, whoa. And see, a lot of people may look at that as like, oh, but nigga, that's first day of school. And this is a high school kid.
Yeah. Facts.
So that was probably one of my most, that was definitely the one that I could think of most proudest. I would say my lowest, man, probably, I ain't gonna lie, my lowest moment in this whole clothing thing was even before I launched it. I had, this is right after the hat situation, the hat trial. So I was like, okay, cool. They give me some t-shirts now. Let's do the t-shirts. Let's go all in with it. And I may have spent about $1,400 on, I think around 100 t-shirts. Yeah. Got them from China.
Size and all.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
See, they don't know about that size and stuff. They don't know we working with people. They size and choice different than
different than
and
over
you can
here.
go through everything, and they'll send you this. You like, all right. They're like, it's right. Okay. They'll send you a sample and everything.
But T, this is early. I wasn't even getting a sample. I didn't get a sample of the shirt. So I get the shirt. It's 100+ shirts, bro. All the motherfuckers was off, bro. Like that killed my spirit of even doing the clothing shit.
So what did you do with those 100 shirts?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I moved out of my apartment 2022, the top of 2022. And I left that big ass box right there in that apartment.
No.
Well, I actually pushed it outside after I got through moving in. And like, what's crazy is I was cutting one of the dude's hair that was a neighbor, and he said, "Man, did you forget some shirts down there at your apartment?" I said, "Yeah, bro, you can have them."
What was wrong with them? Was the size
was nothing. Like they were too long and I think they were too tight. Too long and too tight.
Hey, that's a wave now, though. See, you can...
Man, look, hey man, that ain't what I was looking for though. That was what I was looking for. Man, I swear to God, I was TT. I was like, man, I'm not. I don't want to do this no more. I swear to God, I was like, I don't want to do this no more.
Well, I think we all. It
You gonna have it. You gonna have it. You gonna have it.
Man,
but you know, I regrouped, and I was like, you know what, man, I still got these hats because I had just ordered hats too. I was like, I still got these hats. Let me go and get some tees from Jiffy T-shirt. You know, if anybody want to just do something quick, get you some T-shirts from Jiffy. Get somebody to print something on them.
That's in Dallas? Or it's online?
No, it's online. It's actually online. Jiffy T-shirts. And I did that, and you know, it was a local spot in Dallas, in Arlington, that I got to print my logo on there. And shit, man, I just dropped it. I just dropped those and the hats, man. And
You shook back?
Shook back, man. It was tough though.
It's all good. It's all good, man. So look about the pieces we have up here, man. Let our people know what you have out.
Okay, so these the beanies. These the last beanies I got that I dropped. I have them in red, purple, brown, and I got black ones too, but I just don't have any on me. Okay. And this is these are the latest truckers I got too. Don't sleep on your dream. It's yours. Yeah. I brought that for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought that for you.
No.
Yeah. I know, man. I remember now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I got that. I got that, and also we have some new winter stuff coming out. Okay. Man, I think these gonna be received pretty well, man. A lot of people been asking about, man, when you gonna drop some winter sets? I'm like, all right, cool, because I didn't do it last year, so we gonna drop the winter sets.
So what type of love you been getting in Louisiana versus in Texas?
To be honest, it's a lot of, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of people from back home that hit me up. I just had somebody hit me up today asking for an orange hat. but yeah, man, I get love from back home though. I'm not gonna be one of them people to be like, man, people from back home don't support me, bro. Like, this how I look at it, T. You can't depend on that. You can't depend on that. You can't depend on the people that you know the closest to to support you. You know what I'm saying? It's cool if they do. It's cool if they do, but I just don't look at it like, okay, well, y'all niggas supposed to. And I don't hold people feet to the fire.
And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. You know, it's our emotions. And I mean, it does feel good when you get that support from people who know you. Yeah. But I mean, it feels just as good to get support from people who you never met before.
It feels better because I know you genuinely fuck with the product. Yeah. You ain't just buying it cause you fam or you my longtime homie. You get what I'm saying? So, but I get a lot of love in Dallas too, for sure, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, we gotta do something out there in Dallas. Another little pop up or something.
Yeah.
Dallas is the spot.
Man, I'm gonna let you know. We probably won't do nothing the rest of the year because this is like this grind time for me with the barber and stuff. So, we definitely gonna do something first quarter next year for sure. We gonna be somewhere. I'll let you know.
All right. So before we go, I'm gonna kick it up to another angle.
Okay.
If you could collab with any fashion designer, whom would it be and why?
This is anybody famous?
Anybody. It could be local. It could be somebody famous. We don't even know, but you watching their work.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Like we been into the fashion stuff. We know about the brands, our brands.
Facts.
I would say, man, you just talked about them. Carl Kanai, bro. Like. You know, you were a little older than me, but I was really young. Hold on. I said a little bit. We in our 30s.
Yeah,
in our 30s.
He in his 30s.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but look, we come from that 90s era, bro. Like
Dada, there's a Saponi.
In the end of the 90s, FUBU, you know what I'm saying? Averex, Platinum FUBU, all this shit. Iceberg. Come on, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So I can remember Carl Kanai. I got a picture, I got an emblem, I got a piece that I got with a picture of me, my mom, and my brother. And my mom got a Carl Kanai shirt on in the picture. You get what I'm saying? So like I always looked at like, man, Carl Kanai was it back then. And even looking back at old like Pac videos, man, if I could do a collab with him, bro, like that shit'll be hard. That'll mean a lot.
If you could pick any three, I'll say influencers, entertainers, artists, or whoever, to get your gear in their hands, who would it be? Anybody in the world.
Okay. Influencers, artists, okay.
The athletes, whoever. The top 3 people in the world, you want to get your gear in their hands.
For sure. I would say J. Cole for one. That's like my favorite artist right now. So that's rap wise. I'm gonna do sports wise. I'm gonna say Ant. That's my guy right now.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards. I mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Let's do. What else can we do? Let's do actors. Goddamn Tariq St. Patrick. Hey, that's my boy right there, man.
Michael Rainey, I can see him right there.
You get what I'm saying?
Hey,
Yeah.
That's real. And one thing I like to ask all my guests before they leave, you know, we all have an expiration date. When you leave this earth, what do you want your legacy to be?
That's a good deep question. I wanted to be somebody who was a stand-up guy, took care of his family, a good friend, somebody that's for sure a man of his words.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. That mean a lot. That mean a lot, man. Once again, congrats on your firstborn, man. How it feels.
Man, it's crazy, man, because it's like, you know, everybody say they, you know, man, kids gonna change life, kids gonna change life. And it was just like, up until her coming out, it was just like, whoa, like,
it's real.
It's getting real. Like, coming up to her, having it was like, it's getting real. But, man, it's like you never fall in love faster.
Okay.
Never.
Hey, one thing I can say about our circle, we got a good set of parents, man.
We take care of our
whole
kids, bro.
Clique, man.
We take care of our kids, bro.
D to Rashad, Joy, like,
kids.
Man, that's I gotta commend us for real.
Yeah.
Any shout outs you want to give before we go?
Shout outs, man. Shout out to back home, man. I love y'all back home, man. You know, I ain't no person that just repped out, but y'all know what it is, man. If anybody ever asks me where I'm from, I say Natchez, Louisiana, man. Y'all made me, but Texas paying me. You feel me? But
hey, Louisiana got to step our support up.
Hey, it's all good though. It's all good. Like I say, y'all gonna always be fam. I always hold a special place in my heart. But shout out to Natchez, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man, for having me. Shout out to you for having me, man. Shout out to my baby girl, Gianna. Shout out to my baby that's on the way, Giselle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, and shout out to my baby mama. Not baby mama.
Not your baby mama.
Nah, man. But nah, man. Shout out to my boy Joe C. Blade, man. For sure. I forgot. Don't let me forget him.
Man. Any upcoming events, any drops?
Like I say, we got the hoodie and flare pants set coming.
Okay.
We got that coming, and also we got some hats. I think I posted in the story a few days ago. So that's next. And like I say, we will definitely be looking at trying to be at somebody pop up first quarter next year for sure.
All right, we out, man.
Asked to open up the 8 gates, so I thought I'd give that a try.